Hello everyone, welcome to the Kiki London YouTube channel. My name is Amanda. In today's video, we are going to be doing some autumn nail art using water decals. So I'm going to show you guys 3 different nail art designs using the same sheet of decals to kind of give you some autumn inspiration. Now I'm going to be working directly on top of press-on nail tips, so we're not going to be doing any prep or base application in this video, but I will leave a few videos linked in the description box below that show that. Now jumping straight into this design, I want the base color for this first design to be quite warm, so I'm going in with a tea rose, which is a gorgeous peachy nude. It has like a hint of a darker base coming through in this one, and it's got kind of like a pearlescent effect to it. It's not like a flat color, but it's not as sparkly as a shimmer. It's a really beautiful shade. It does look quite natural in one coat, so if you want a more natural base, you could definitely just do one coat of this. Now I've started off by applying my gel polish directly with the bottle brush, but then I'm going to switch to my stripe liner brush just to come in around that cuticle and sidewall area, 1 to get a little bit closer, and 2 to get my application as neat as possible. And you can really see here that kind of creamy pearl effect it has. I absolutely love it. I think it's such a beautiful color, and I really love this one for a base for any kind of nail art because it doesn't draw too much attention away. Now in this first design, we're going to be doing quite a simple design anyway, kind of like an alternative French, I suppose. So once I've cured that first coat of color, we're going to come in and apply that second coat exactly the same as before. I go in with my bottle brush and apply majority of my product with the bottle brush, and then just switch into that stripe liner brush to get nice and neat. Now the 5-pack of Pro Nail Art brushes include the stripe liner brush, and they currently are on offer, I believe, so I would highly recommend checking those out. You get the stripe liner brush, the ombre brush, the round brush, the angled brush, and I can't off the top of my head remember what the 5th brush is, but it's a great starter pack for going into nail art. Now on this design, I wanted to do kind of like a French tip, but I didn't want it to be like a classic French. So I'm just going to come in with vintage white and kind of swoosh this across the tip of the nail, just again starting off with the bottle brush. Then I'm going to switch to the stripe liner brush and just carve this out a little bit more and make it a little bit neater. I wanted the edges to be a little bit more round, and I love these kind of looks if you're not doing a classic French manicure. I feel as though a French works beautifully when you're doing all 5 nails, but if you're doing a set that you're just doing 1 or 2 designs and you want to kind of have that French look in them, I feel these more alternative French looks look a lot nicer. So as you can see, I've done 1 coat of vintage white, and then we're just going to come over the top and do that second coat. So I'm just coming directly over the top with my bottle brush, not stressing too much if the application isn't perfect because I can clean up with my stripe liner brush. You can of course come in and do this with your stripe liner brush first of all and then go in with the bottle brush. I kind of just was playing around with doing it a different way today. You also want to make sure you're capping the tip of the nail as well, so I did do that with the bottle brush, but I'm just making sure to come along this side with the stripe liner brush as well. And then I love vintage white if you're not wanting that bright classic French white look. It's kind of like an off-white, and I feel as though it's beautiful for autumn. Now as I mentioned at the start of the video, we're going to be using water decals in today's video, and I decided to use this sheet. This is the Cute Autumn sheet, and I really love the bright orange and kind of like a peachy tone in these ones. I feel as though they're nice for September. I feel September to me is very orange and red, and then as we go into October, November, autumn, it's more the brown shades. So I really loved the colors that are in these particular water decals. So I've cut out 2 water decals for this design, and I've cut them out as close to the image as possible. So you want to try and remove as much of that white background as possible when you're cutting them out. This way you're going to have less of that clear film, and then you get a more seamless application. So just cut as close to that image as possible. We've then soaked them in some room temperature water for around 10-20 seconds, and then as you can see, the image slides off that backing paper easily. I was just trying to get the backing paper out of my way and it kept sticking to my desk. Then we're going to place them down into our cured gel polish, and where your gel polish has that tacky inhibition layer after curing, I find this really makes applying water decals easy because they have something to grab onto. Now you can still move these around and position them as much as you want. At this point you could even peel off the decal and place it somewhere else if you wasn't happy with the placement, but what I'm doing is I'm just nudging them around. I only want them to be on that vintage white part of the nail. And then I did have a little bit of the water decal overhanging, so I nipped this off with some scissors, but then I'm going in with my round nail art brush. This is an older one that I keep to hand for cleanups. So I've applied some acetone. I've dipped into some acetone. Wow, I was really struggling to get my words out there. I've dipped into some acetone and just run that around the edge where that water decal was overhanging. This way you're not going to get any peeling issues. You want to make sure that that water decal is not overhanging off the top of the nail so that you can fully encapsulate it in your top coat, and then this way you're not going to have the water decal chipping off or causing any issues with your top coat. I then did want to finish this off with a hint of gold, so I've taken the metallic gold gel paint and my stripe liner brush and just swooshed across where the vintage white meets the tea rose base, and I feel as though it just makes everything look a little bit more neater, and that hint of gold worked beautifully with the colours that are in these particular water decals. Now whenever I'm working with water decals, I love to seal them in using the no wipe rubber top coat. The rubber top coat has that slightly thicker consistency, so it's excellent for encapsulating any kind of nail art, but water decals especially, where they are a thin film on top of the nail, it just seals them in. You're not going to feel any bumps or ridges in them, and you're just going to get that super smooth finish to the nail. So we popped that top coat in to cure for 60 seconds, and then I'm going to finish off with some cuticle oil, and that was the end of our first design. In the next two designs I will share some more tips and tricks on water decal application as well. So starting off on this design, I wanted to go for a more coloured, solid colour base rather than like a natural nude base, so I've opted for brown suede. Now this is a really gorgeous beige and it is super pigmented that I decided to only do one coat of this because we're going to be coming over the top with some blooming gel nail art and the water decals anyway, but one coat of this had seriously high coverage that I just did not feel like two coats was necessary. Now it is really important to keep your coats of gel polish nice and thin, so only go in with one coat of gel polish if you feel as though you don't need to apply any thicker than normal. Just in this particular instance I felt as though one coat was enough. Usually I would work with my gel polish colours in two thin coats, but you will find you get the odd colour where it's super pigmented, and if you know you're coming over the top with nail art, you're not going to need that second coat of colour. But just how gorgeous is this colour? It's so cozy and beautiful for autumn. So I'm going to pop that in to cure for 30 seconds, and then over the top of this I wanted to kind of frame one of my decals with some blooming gel nail art and a little bit of gold as well. So I've gone for Golden Hour, which is this gorgeous yellow. Golden Hour suits it perfectly. It reminds me of sunsets, but I feel as though it gives more off that autumn sunset feel rather than a summer sunset. And I've teamed it with Harvest Festival, which is this gorgeous orange with a hint of red to it, which matches the water decals perfectly. Like these two colours really pair up nicely with the cute autumn water decal set. So I'm going to go in first of all with a thin coat of blooming gel to the entire nail. Now we're going to be coming around the edge of the nail with our gel polish for the design, so I'm making sure that that blooming gel covers the entire nail. And then I'm going to take the Kiki London dotting and gem tool, and of course we're going to be using the dotting tool end, and I'm going to dot into each colour alternatively. So I'm making sure to clean off my dotting tool after each colour just because I don't want to mix up the colors too much. Even though we are going to run through these and run them together, I just wanted it to look nice and clean, if that makes sense. So I'm just giving my my dotting tool a wipe off after each color, and then I'm going to go like 3/4 of the way up the nail and then switch to going back down at the cuticle area, just because I want to keep the blooming effect similar. So if I'd have gone all the way around, by the time we would have got back to the cuticle area, that first dot would have bloomed a lot more than the one that's next to it, if that makes sense. So we're just going in to those two colors, dotting them on. And as you can see, those first dots that we've put down are starting to bloom and soften, and I really love the effect that this creates, because the colors are going to start blooming into the center and it just gives off a really soft effect. Now, when I first started placing these down, I don't know why, but it kind of gave me circus vibes. Even though like a lot of circus sort of themes are red and white, I don't know, I was just getting a bit of a circus vibe. But luckily, once the whole design come together, it looked a lot more autumn. But I'm going to take my stripe liner brush, and whilst all of this is still wet, I'm going to pull through the colors, just go up one side, and then I come and did the exact same around the other side, just to kind of create this really cool effect. And I really loved how it looked out. We are going to layer some gold over the top of this in like a swirly motion, but I'm going to get my water decal down first. But of course, before we apply our water decal, we do need to pop that in to cure for 30 seconds. So jumping back to that cute autumn sheet, I felt as though this pumpkin matched the two colors beautifully. So I'm going to cut this little pumpkin out. Again, always cutting out as close to the image as possible, just because the decal is going to lay a lot nicer and a lot flatter with minimal creases if you can get as much of that clear part of the design off. So when you're cutting it out on your sheet, it would be the white part. So we've soaked that for around 10 to 20 seconds, and then it slid off the backing paper, and I'm placing this down in the center of my nail. And because I'm working on press on nail tips that have got an apex in them, this is going to mimic what it's like to work on top of, say, an acrylic nail or a builder gel nail where you've extended the nail and built up an apex, or for example with sculpting gel. So you've got that curve to the nail, and sometimes this can be a little bit tricky with water decals. You can see it's not laying perfectly flat, so I just take my time to edge those creases out, and as the water's drying, you're going to see you're not able to move that water decal around as much. So once it's got to that point where it's pretty dry on the nail, you can start pushing those creases out of the water decal. Now, at times you might still get the odd small one in there, but the more time you spend smoothing this out, the less creases you get. As you can see now, even though I've gone over it, I've got a small crease on the right hand side still. I'm going to leave that and I'm going to smooth it out right before top coating. So I'm coming in at this point and adding on my gold detail. We're just going in with that same gold metallic gel paint and just doing like a little swooshy frame around the edge, and then I'm going to pop that into cure. And then right before, I didn't do it on camera, but right before I apply my top coat, I just edge over that water decal one more time, and then I'm going to go straight in with my top coat, and this will get the water decal as smooth as possible. Because you are working on a built surface, for example, you've got that curve of the apex, there is still a very small crease, but this is a lot more minimized once you've top coated, that you can barely see it once you have cured the top coat. And then of course, because it's a rubber top coat and it's slightly thicker, it's encapsulating everything in, so you're getting that super smooth finish anyway. So I highly recommend, if you are working with your water decals on a apex part of the nail, to make sure you just spend a little bit more time going over the water decals with your silicone tool to smooth out any creases, but then come in and top coat with that rubber top coat. If you have a stubborn crease as well, when you've applied your top coat and it's still wet, press the decal down with your dotting tool or a metal tool, so that you're kind of like pressing down into the top coat. This does help get out any of those stubborn creases as well. So on to the third and final design, I'm coming in with a base of vanilla latte. This is another color that I absolutely love to use in autumn for a base for any kind of nail art. Now, I did have a little piece of fluff stuck in my gel polish here, and then I went to clean it out with my stripe liner brush, but I hadn't cleaned the gold gel paint off of that, so I did mess up my first coat, so I had to come in and fix that up. But I left it in the video because these things happen and sometimes you just got to deal with them. So we're going to come in and apply our second coat of Vanilla Latte, and as I was saying, this is just such a lovely colour for autumn. If you're not wanting to go for a pink or a nude base, but you're wanting to come in with nail art, so you're still needing quite a plain base colour, white's usually too bright, I would opt for either Vanilla Latte or Vintage White that we used at the start of the video. Also, Nudini makes a lovely creamy base as well if you're again not wanting to go for a pink or a nude base. I see on Instagram as well a full set by Vitart, who she done a beautiful set using a Vanilla Latte as her base and then a white French tip, and it was really unique but super pretty. So I've done my 2 coats of Vanilla Latte, and we're going to do some foils with our decals in this design. So I'm going to come in and apply a thin coat of foil gel to the entire nail. Now what I love about water decals is they team up with other nail art elements effortlessly. So for example, foils, stamping, some gel paint, you really can think outside of the box with them and play around and just combine them, especially in autumn and winter and Christmas. I feel as though these kind of nail art things come out a lot more this time of year, so I had to team them up with some foils, and I'm going to keep it quite simple and quite classic. So we're going to go in with one of the gold metallic foils. I've cured my foil gel for 30 seconds and I'm very lightly pressing on this metallic foil to kind of create this shattered effect. I don't want to cover up too much of the nail, and I also want to bear in mind that we've got to fit the water decal on, but it just adds that pop of colour. And I really love how the matte foils look as well because they add a more flat shimmer. So on this one I'm going to go for this more darker red leaf, and I'm just going to again cut this out as close to the image as possible. The K&S scissors are amazing for this as well, as they're super sharp, so you can be really precise with cutting out your image. So these are also available to purchase on the Kiki London website. Everything I've used in today's video I will leave listed in the description box below, along with the link to the Kiki website. But if there's anything you can't find, then just pop me a comment below and I'll be happy to help. So again, I'm placing this water decal down in the center of the nail, so we're working over that apex area. So I'm just going to spend a little bit of time smoothing out those creases, and then look how seamless this is lying. And I really love how we've got it going across that splash of gold. I love, it kind of gives off a bit of an abstract vibe, which I really love. And then simply going to seal this in using our rubber top coat. Now of course you don't have to use the rubber top coat, I just personally prefer this one for encapsulating any kind of nail art. But for example, if you don't own the rubber top coat, you just own the regular no wipe top coat, you could double top coat to get a similar encapsulation to what you do with a rubber top coat. Or if you wanted these matte, you could go in with the matte top coat as well. So this is the third and final design. Do let me know in the comments below which one was your favorite. Decals was a suggestion from one of the previous videos, so also do let me know in the comments below if you have any video suggestions that you would like to see. I really hope you all enjoyed the autumn vibes in today's video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, hit that subscription button if you haven't already, and I shall see you all again in next week's video. Lots of love, take care, bye bye.